Welcome back to the tutorial world. We have a lot of work to do, so let's head over there and get started. This is my third time recording this intro because the first time I didn't like it and I didn't really get much, it didn't work out very well. The second time, my mic was not recording, and actually the second time, the mic wasn't recording for the entire video. So, I have a lot of progress here that I don't have footage with my voice, but I do have the footage. So anyways, in between episodes, I rebuilt the stables. They're now labeled on what you use for each animal. And we also have bunnies here now. And we have cats here now. Well, we did have cats here. Where did they go? Can they jump over fences? We've rebuilt those. I think they look way better. I also made this roundabout 1 block wider. It used to be 4 blocks, now it's 5. I'm much happier with this. Had to nudge all this over by 1 block, but I think it works really nicely. And then, heading to the main area, I first finished the redstone building. This is pretty much done, as you can see. Yeah, nice little redstone tutorials in there. There's some stuff I do want to revise in there, because I forgot to teach about pressure plates and some other things. And we have an empty roof here. I might put rails, and I might have the start to the roller coaster up here, because I do want to have a roller coaster. There were like 1 or 2 comments asking for one, and I already had one planned. So I think I'm going to have the start of the roller coaster up here, and we'll figure out where that's going to go. I also built this greenhouse to kind of teach about tinted glass, and just because it looks cool. And then here, we have like a nice little, I guess, I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks cool. And then, I built this. I do have footage of me building this, which I'll probably show on screen. But this looks phenomenal. I love this. This entire building is just to teach enchanting. I am probably going to have some kind of thing in the back for potion making. No, because I have potion making over there. I want something here to fill this space. I haven't decided on what that's going to be yet, but we'll figure it out. Moving on, I added a wall surrounding this cliff, and I leveled the terrain up to it, and I added this tower in as well. I think this looks a lot more structured, I guess is the word. It looks a lot better. I still need to add detail to the wall. And then over here, I built this tower, which I do have a time lapse of. So here's that. And then I added this wall along the river. I think this looks really nice. I think that's mostly everything over here that I've done. I do have these bridges connecting to the top layers of these buildings. And these I think these are, I guess this would be a terrace. I kind of want to do more of these things. Maybe I'll do something up here that's similar. I'm not quite sure. I kind of want more of those though. So maybe I'll put one up there and up here in some places. Also, I switched the world to easy mode, or at least not peaceful. The important part is that I have hostile mob spawning, because I had to replace some of these structures. Because they were not spawning mobs before. I had to replace this woodland mansion because they were not spawning vindicators and evokers. If I remember correctly, I placed this woodland mansion at first before I knew about the structure command. So I went into a separate world, found one, copied and pasted it, and just pasted it here. I have this like actually naturally generated right here. We have mobs spawning in correctly, as you can see, right there. It did spawn halfway buried, so I had to re-terraform all of this. So now it's surrounded by these really cool cliffs. I think this looks really cool anyways. So I think it kind of worked out. And that's thanks to Axiom, which I'm just now learning how to use. Actually, this kind of makes this whole island look bigger, doesn't it? Like, that looks so much more farther away. That's basically everything I've done off camera. Figure out what we're gonna do now. And I think the best way to do that is to look at some comments. Oh, the beacon. Right. I need to add the beacon. I think the first order of business is the beacon. Because I think the beacon is kind of important, isn't it? In past tutorial worlds, it's kind of underground. Like, it's kind of like central, but not entirely. So right here I have a ruined nether portal. I want the players to kind of finish this nether portal, and then that will take them to the nether. But if this wasn't here, I would put the beacon right here. So if we're not going to do it there, I don't want to have it here because it obstructs the path. I want the path to be kind of clear, but maybe... I mean, if we go into spectator, I have this thing here, but other than that, there's flowers under here because I had to terraform. Other than that, there's not really anything underneath this place. So we could expand on this building more and add the beacon in here. Maybe we put it right here. There's sand. Yeah, we can have the beacon right here. Oh, that would look really good, actually. Yeah. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah. This works. They're not going to be able to access the beacon. It'll just shoot through right here. I think the beacon, the way you get there might be... I think I'm just going to build the beacon room, and we'll go from there. Let me excavate this area, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I have most of the room excavated. I might go a little bit bigger. So now I'm gonna start decorating the walls, I think. Yeah, I can't break that one block because there's redstone on there. Because of the wind charge launcher that's back there. We're cutting it kind of close, but I'm gonna just incorporate it into the design. Look at this. This is amazing. Alright, so we have the main structure of the room done. Now, I want to probably get this beacon in now. We're gonna make it out of iron. One thing 4J did is they leave the beacon unfinished so the player themselves can finish it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave some blocks open. Do I do this? How many layers is this? 1, 2, yeah, I need one more if I want a fully powered one. So we're gonna go a little bit further. It's gonna touch these pillars. Okay. Go. Boom. Boom. Let's see how it looks outside. Oh, that's perfect. That's like actually... Yeah, that's like perfect. What are you doing up here? Is there 2 villagers up here? Oh my god. How are you guys even here? And now we need to make these hallways. So we want to figure out how they're gonna get in. We could have them enter from here. Yeah, we might have to have them enter through here. I think that's okay. So I'm gonna try and connect these up. Alright, so I'm gonna be I have like 45 seconds. I'm building these tunnels, and I kind of like fill them in with all these decorations. God. Yeah. So we got glowstone, and then I made these little indents right here, as you can see. And we're going really fast right now. And then I moved on to the other side. As you can see, there's flowers down there. And I mostly use World Edit to fill this in, as you can see right there. Then I filled it in, and then added the glowstone, and then, yep, there we go. We got the little, like, decoration there, and then, I don't know, what am I doing here? I did something there, and then I removed the little things right there, and then that's pretty much it. Yay! The beacon room is done, and the hallways are done. So now, I plucked out these little blocks here. I'm gonna have them replace them with gold to show that you can use this out of any like valuable material, not just iron. So I'm gonna put these, I think here actually. Oh, get rid of this. I'll have lectern and that, and boom, there we go. That way they can walk in, they'll see the chest, they'll read about the beacon, and then they'll do the thing. So yeah, I think this is good. Now it looks like a face. Those are the eyes, that's the mouth. That's funny. So now we have a beacon down there, which is great. Oh, right. I also replaced this with just a firework thing. And I moved the wind charge launcher right here. Go. So now you can launch yourself and start gliding. But that's gonna do it for this video. There we go. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye. Bye.
Here we go.